Salute, everyone. Felt like I was just doing this. What's a fire stick? It's a Amazon. I don't need that going. It's a Amazon HDMI device that you can plug into your HDMI to where once I load it and jailbreak it or whatever, you will be able to watch pretty much anything and everything that's been made. You'll be able to watch movies that are in the theaters. You'll be able to watch pay-per-view fights. You'll be able to watch all TV shows. Netflix and all that will be gone out of your life. Cable will be gone. You will be able to watch live TV. All of these things. And then if you're an adult and you want adult things on there will be so much that you could surf for years for porn. So yeah, I'm giving something that's going to help someone cut that cable off. And fuck that. This thing will pay for itself for years and years to come. Trust me, anybody that has them can tell you they're great to have. So that's what that is, RPM. I can't believe you didn't know what that was, brother. That baffles me. How much are they? They're about $50 when you buy one, but I gotta charge you to load it and break it and all that. But just wait, we're gonna run a giveaway. Whoever wins ain't gotta buy one, right? But if you're subscribed to my channel, you definitely get the discount. Thank you for being here, big boy. Be safe, brother. That's all I want you to do. You do not have to. You do not have to be here to win. I know you want in that giveaway. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put your name in there because I want you to be safe, man, driving. I don't need you to be focused on what's going on over here. I want you to be safe, my friend. That's what we about over here. Dude's got us all fucked up trying to slander us to be horrible, horrible people. Yeah, whenever Zeke wants to come in, here's the link. And we're just going to talk Zeke. Albie won the Nintendo DS I gave away, and Robert Bermudez won the $40 cash we did. Let's go, Nikki. Kisses. Mwah. Ah, that's my girl. She's always here, man. Gave me a hundo on my last stream. Let's go, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna talk Zeke, just Zeke. I don't give a fuck about Frost. I don't care to talk about with him and Willie. I want to know about Zeke. I think Zeke's got a story he could tell us. And I'd like to get into the interview thing. And Zeke knows a lot of people that he could possibly pass my way if things go right. Or they may see his interview and think, "Hey, I'd let that white boy interview me." Now watch this. I didn't research what I should be asking. I didn't think about it at all. This is all going to be from the fly. So y'all have y'all questions ready because I'm going to use some of the communities because y'all are what makes this wheels turn over here. I know a lot of it could be about Frost because Frost is a bitch. But the one thing I noticed about Zeke was when they did their split, Zeke didn't go on a fucking slander spree. He didn't go on a smear campaign for Frost. He did what a man does and just rises above. And Frost didn't like that either. So Frost tonight, I didn't do this to make Frost mad at all. I peeped Zeke a long time ago. Me and Zeke have a mutual respect relationship. We don't chop it up every day behind the scenes like me and some of these people do, but we know we're cool. We don't have to call and say shit like that. Hey, we're cool. Because he knows I don't disrespect him. He don't disrespect me. Hell, when I see Zeke live, I jump in just to drop a few bucks sometimes. That's it. It's all about supporting each other, man. Some of these guys are scared to fucking network with each other because they don't know what they're doing. They're snaking people to get where they're at. It's sad. So fucking sad. I'm going to text Zeke and let him know. that we're in here and ready whenever he is. Take your time, brother. I am all good with you taking your time, my friend. I'm nervous. I've never done this. Yeah, you talking about on like the jail? I appreciate you, big boy. It goes both ways, man. Likewise. There, we gonna talk about that. Oh, there you are. There's Zeke. Sorry, brother. This will be a classic. You know why I think this is gonna be a classic? Because Zeke's gonna have other things going on in life later. And guess what? Who got the earliest one of his interviews? We did, guys. Aggressive Defiance TV did. So when Zeke blows, I can say, damn, I got to know him before that did happen. I got to know him before that did happen. Thank you, RPM. Yeah, I picked Zeke. We got a lot of people in our community that I would love to talk about. Love to talk to. Liberty Hazelton, one of them. James S, one of them. Netstar's one of them. Big time. But Zeke I picked because of the New York thing, how he handled Frost, how he never disrespected Frost, never brung Frost up in the end, when everything went left. He just kept grinding while I watched the other person talk about him. So that just threw me for we know who real recognizes real. That's just how it is. And when Zeke first came over to this channel, I never knew he was even watching. I knew when he got subscribed because I was notified of it, but I had no idea. And it made me feel good about myself. Some of these dudes try to make it look like you're pussy if you feel good about yourself or something. Like I'm confident in what I do and where I'm at in my life and all that. But I'm not going to brag and boast and tell you everything about me until you get your fucking mouth fixed to talk shit to me. Then I'm going to tell you. Wondering if you was close. Was going to possibly hit up the casino in STL and see if you was close. I'm in Indianapolis. I think Zeke is in STL. And as we speak, I would like to welcome y'all. I would like to say a friend of mine, someone that I respect, someone that I honor, Mr. Zeke Black. Feed the wolves.
Peace. I appreciate that.
Hey, man. I'm only going to keep it real, bro, from here on out, from to anybody. There y'all have it, folks. Zeke motherfucking Black, and we are going to take this off.
You can take it off, man. Shout out to you, man.
First off, thank you for letting me do this.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you for letting me have your time.
Yes.
And like I told you in the back, any donations are going to go to you. And let me tell you what Zeke Black said. Nah, man, you keep those.
Yeah.
I can't do that, man, because every man deserves to be paid for his time. So if donations come in, he gets half, man. He's not going to be able to stop me from doing that. No matter what Zeke said, I'm going to find it, damn it. I know it's Cash App. I'm going to send that shit.
I'll find it somewhere. I'll find it somewhere.
Fuck yeah. So
Zeke, this is for the culture, man.
This is just for the culture, And I can't help that. Like a lot of these people call me racist and everything, and just because I'm in this culture and all that, Zeke, I can't help that I'm in this culture, bro. I can't help it, Like a lot of white people champion why they say the N word and get the pass. I won't do that, but what I will say is I can't help that I'm in this culture.
You know what's funny, man? I'm happy that you're interviewing me because it's gonna directly hit on certain things that people were saying, which are false. You know what I'm saying? Again,
fuck yeah,
false.
Fuck yeah.
Where do you want me to start from? What year?
We gonna start like this, Zeke.
What year you want me to start in?
We got a Cash App already, brother.
Oh,
So shout out to Liberty Hazels for the $20 drop, 10 for me and 10 for
definitely.
motherfucking Zeke. I
Definitely.
appreciate you, Liberty. I'm sure Zeke does too as well. I would like to start with your childhood. I mean, where was you born?
Okay.
Um,
My mother lived in East Harlem
okay.
on 30th Street.
So New York
Met
City.
my father. My father lived in Queens. My father came from the South. He moved in. He was a jazz player, so that's how he got to New York.
Awesome.
He played jazz. He went from Alabama to Chicago,
He's a
to
musician.
Cleveland, to New York. He played with a guy named John Coltrane. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow jazz.
Coltrane was a man, dude.
Yes.
As far as the black community jazz,
Yeah.
he was the fucking man back then.
My father was living in Queens. My mother and my father had mutual friends. So my mother, at that time, it's about the early 70s, she was into the power movement. So where she was,
what year were you born?
I was born in 73.
Okay, so you're a little bit older than me then. Okay.
So when my father would go see her, what he told me was he was impressed with how, like, in the neighborhood, she was respected. Like,
so your mother was respected in a rough neighborhood.
Yeah, wasn't messing his cards to the third.
Right.
I had two older brothers already.
Okay.
And then they started messing around, and then I was produced. When I was produced, my father moved to Queens.
Hold up, Zeke. Pause 1 second. We're going to do this if we have to. We got another Cash App. Shout out to motherfucking Big Boy with the $22 drop. 11 for me, 11 for you, Zeke.
Definitely.
Hey, we both appreciate you. You
Yes.
can keep going, sir. Sorry.
So
we're going to do that if we have to.
I'm giving you the beginning.
Gotcha.
So my pops, so we moved to Queens. This is the early 70s, 73. I lived in East Elmhurst, Queens in 1979, 100th Street and Northern Boulevard. I got pictures on my IG.
Yeah.
Your house I lived at when he passed away. My father happened that when I was born, he just started working for MTA, riding the buses.
Was that with the bus line?
Yeah, he was riding city buses for New York City.
Okay.
In Queens.
Okay. So I didn't know anything about that. I would love to see you in New York, but I know nothing about it.
So when he began to work, when he worked at that bus depot, he worked in Flushing. Have you ever watched the New York Mets play?
Yeah.
That bus depot he worked in is across the street.
Okay.
It's like right across the street from Shea.
Gotcha.
So it's close to East Elmhurst. So my father was like, yo, he has to be smart about it. He got a crib right by East Elmhurst. So my father and mom went through something, and that's when we moved back to East Harlem. Okay, that's when my mother was at Taft Projects, East Harlem.
So things happened, and you had to move back into the area.
Gotcha. Back to the smoke. Now, when I lived in Queens at that time, Queens was family, picket fences, quiet. Where I was at, it was working class families. People was working. Now I'm where there's music all night, East Harlem. People are graffiti. They're break dancing, there's cursing, and there's something called rap in the streets.
Right.
That you didn't hear in Queens where I was at. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So it wasn't there then.
It wasn't there.
Okay.
So now I'm outside and I'm sitting, I'm going, yo, this is crazy, and it's a new world to me.
Was you liking it?
Or
was it just so different that you didn't know?
At first I was a little scared because this is different. Remember, I'm like 6, 7 years old. I'm like, yo, it's crazy.
Shocking to move for a 6-year-old.
From boom, boom. But I had
culture shock, basically.
Then, as hip hop, as crazy as it sounds, I grew up knee deep in the beginning of hip hop. So now it's a new
mecca of it.
Yes, it's a new conversation. Even though it's not in the Bronx, but in Manhattan, this hip hop thing is going. You know what I'm saying? It's moving. It's talks of graffiti writing and people are breakdancing and I
That's
remember
what the original is, man.
the original. And the thing that was so impressive about it was it wasn't it wasn't about a color.
Yeah,
This is
the
what
race did not matter whatsoever.
it didn't matter who was into it. If you love hip hop, you love it because it
You
was.
were embraced.
It wasn't about a race. It wasn't like, oh, hip hop's for black people.
If you loved that music, you were embraced.
So now, as I get in my teens, graffiti was big, but you don't know who graffiti artist is because all you see is the chains. Now, I'm talking before the rapper blew up. Because back in the days, when you went to a block party, it was all about the DJ. The MC who was on the mic yelling all day.
Okay.
The average rapper at a block party, all he did was rap over like instrumentals.
Right. See, that's what I used to see in the movies, man. Like when I was young and I wanted to visit New York so bad, but that's what I would see exactly. Like exactly what you're telling me is truth. It was in the movies. I was like, oh shit, that's like how it started.
Yes. So now I remember when the first love for hip hop was the dress code because everybody was b-boy.
Facts.
So it didn't matter. You had Pumas on with some Lee's, BBD shirt, Lativa shirt, Kango. That was the uniform. Gazelles. You was hip hop from your fashion because
it came with it.
Eating. Everybody didn't grab the mic and DJ and all that other craziness.
But you look good around, huh?
The b-boy, see, the b-boy hip hop is anybody. That's in hip hop. That's anybody.
Okay.
Because you had dudes that's famous b-boys that never spent on their neck a day in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they just ran with the crew.
Yep. Just part of the crew.
When I was around 17 years old, well, I was outside 12, 13, 14, running around playing tag, whatever the case may be. My mom's is still young, so I got to see a lot of things. Now, when I was young in Spanish Harlem, I grew up with a bunch of Italians.
Okay.
And
that's back when the Italians were nothing to fucking play with.
You see,
you wind up in the fucking grave somewhere.
I was outside the day they made the movie Gloria.
Really?
The first scene in Gloria was on my block.
Wow.
See, when they put the family,
blows my mind about New York.
First Avenue.
That's crazy. That's cool.
Across the street was the Last Will mob. The Genovese crime family, the Lucchese's.
Okay.
The gang called the Purple Gang. That's it. They used to be on Pleasant Avenue. When I moved to East Harlem, now think about it, you got black Puerto Ricans and then you got the Italians on Pleasant.
Okay. So they're all around in a small area?
All in that little area, a small area.
Okay.
When you
I'm trying to picture it. I've never been in New York, but goddamn, I'm going.
When you speak of Nicky Barnes, that's where he was going to Pleasant Avenue. That's
okay. I know who that is.
Speak of the Chin, Spanish Harlem, before he went downtown to the Village. When you speak of the Lucchese family, the guy that was a part of the Frank Lucas, that guy, he was in Spanish Harlem. All that
right where you were.
Harlem. So we all grew up together. Italians, blacks, Puerto Ricans in the area. Now you get what I'm saying? They grew up with it. They
fuck that racist shit.
They did business together.
Yes.
Those are those Italians from you ever heard of Rayo's sauce? Rayo's?
Not that I can remember.
It's a famous Italian restaurant in East Harlem. It's right in Harlem, 114th Street. It's in the hood.
Right. Yeah, I've never been in New York, man, but I'm going. That's my bucket list.
So now, growing up, so there was never a black and Italian war where I'm from. Now, I can't speak for Howard Beach, Bensonhurst, Dicker Heights, Staten Island, but I know where we was at, the motherland of the Italians at one point in time.
Now, let me stop you there. Now, you hear this, folks? He didn't do no capping. He didn't do none of that. He said, I can't speak for what happened anywhere else, but what I see. Go ahead, Zeke.
Yeah, so where I grew up at, that wasn't going on. So now, this is a deep story, man. So as I said, growing up, seeing that, I was around the fat Nickies, and I was around. I was a young kid being nosy. It was it,
Right.
it was First Avenue. I mean, on First Avenue, you had the First Avenue I'm talking about is where Black Robbins from across the street, 115. Across the street from there was Little Italy. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yes, right across the street from Jefferson Projects on First Avenue was Little Italy. You see
And there
all
was never really no problems.
no problems. We all grew up respectful together
See, that's
because
what it is, man. People have just lost respect along the way. It
yeah,
has to be.
yes, over the years. There's this guy who has a store on 114th named Chama. That store been there since the 80s. Black guy, African American. That block is an Italian block between 114th and Pleasant Avenue by Jefferson Park. Like I told you, these situations these conversations is just. I'm gonna keep it on. I'm telling you history right now. You know?
Right, right. I'm listening. I know you are.
As I'm young, you have a fire in my building, and we moved to the west side in a hotel as a family because it was a
Oh, okay.
fire. And,
Damn, man. I'm sorry to hear that shit.
so we lived in a hotel for like 2 summers, and then my mother got housing, and
Okay.
I moved to the borderline of East Harlem, which is 99th Street and Lexington Avenue.
So what would be the borderline? On what other border would you be?
Called the Upper East Side, which is probably one of the richest zip codes in New York City.
Okay. Okay.
Yorkville,
So you're
Carnegie.
on the edge of the richest and the edge of the roughest.
Yes, the beginning.
See,
When
that
all
doesn't happen here.
yes. Now, where I grew up at, so this is what tears me apart about this internet thing. Where I grew up at, you could Google this.
Okay.
I grew up where the supporters of the Nazi Party lived. The Upper East Side. It's the affluent Germans that came to America
When they escaped from World War II.
before World War II and after.
Yeah, because I did hear they were trying to make it known in other countries what they were doing. They were trying to spread their
Yes,
fucking word.
yes. They
Yes,
had
that's a fact.
on the Upper
So
East
they
Side.
pulled up right where you were.
Now listen, we never had a fight with them. We didn't have to go to war with them. We grew up with them.
They just
These are,
minded their business and you mind your business.
bingo. These are the kids. These are the kids that, because where I lived at, we went to school with. Now you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like all the way through, right?
So a lot of kids on my block didn't go to school uptown. They went to school downtown, like Wagner Junior
Oh,
High
they
School.
bust you?
Yes, with the rich. So now
Okay.
two communities mixed up, but the kids got along with each other. Like
Right.
Puerto Ricans, Germans, and some Irish.
Okay. Okay.
But these are rich people though. These are
Right.
these are doorman buildings downtown. Upper East Side. You could Google this. Is one of the richest zip codes in
God, I gotta go to New
the
York
state
City,
of New
man.
York. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm missing out on myself if I don't see New York City.
So now what happens is I'm in the stage of writing graffiti.
So you're a graffiti artist then?
So now I'm learning the game of graffiti.
You're
Graffiti,
running around and having fun,
like but back
playing hip hop with your boombox.
I missed
Yeah,
I missed the
that's
train era.
awesome.
I was on the gate and war era. Now, getting history about the train era, it was a bunch of white people that was writing graffiti that was famous. That
Oh yeah,
made
because you see their names everywhere.
that was back in the days. Is the
So you
way.
guys would hit train yards and shit.
Yeah. I missed that era, but I knew who the legends was. Cap
Okay.
One, he was white.
Yeah.
And Cap One's from the Bronx.
Right.
So you gotta understand, knowing hip hop, knowing what you're into, instead of just talking. Cap
It's
One was
very wide ranged.
John 156 is white. Zephyr, white.
Didn't no boy the Puerto Rican guy get? Didn't he get breakdancing into the Olympics?
I think they're trying to do it.
What's his name?
Crazy.
Crazy Legs. He
Yeah.
got him into the. It's in. Yeah, the Olympics have breakdancing now.
So now we're speaking about
Fact.
graffiti. We're just talking about Ghost, RS, JA1, John Addison. His father made Lean on Me. It's a white guy from, of course. We never said they was in hip hop because they wrote graffiti. Hip hop is an element of
who you are, the culture you're in, who you are.
So now what happens is you have culture vultures. But in my generation, you couldn't be a culture vulture because you couldn't speak about something that you didn't know about.
You would be noticed.
Internet allows the culture vulture. Somebody to say some shit that definitely doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if you just notice it, it's like, what the fuck?
The only thing Bambaataa did was Bambaataa put all the elements together. And when he put the elements together, he sold.
What do you mean by that? All the breakdancing, the graffiti. He was part of that. He was part of bringing all that together.
He put it together in the Universal Zulu Nation. So Zulu Nation became the first movement of hip hop.
Wow.
Because other blocks became Zulu Nation because the popularity. He remember.
Holy shit, man. You just dropped the bomb on me.
Zulu Nation was in Wild Style. Zulu Nation was in Style Wars. So Bambaataa was making moves. Remember, hip hop is transitioning now.
Yeah.
It's WHBI, the WBLS, Mr. Magic. It's getting bigger now. Rick James, he got what's her name? Tina Marie, she's rhyming on records. Michael Jackson is moonwalking. Hip hop is moving.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't stopped really. Since the beginning of hip hop, it's probably been the biggest genre of music.
If you listen to Tina Marie, she's rapping in a song. When she got more hip hop rap plays than an actual person who's actually rapping at that time.
This man's spitting facts, y'all.
Tina Marie. So the culture never said, Tina Marie, you can't rap because you're Caucasian.
When did you think that started, Zeke?
You know what that started? That started with people not from the culture. Dudes, individuals who began to come up with their own narratives of what they think hip hop in the streets is.
And they were basically big enough to do that, to make the change, right?
No, but
people would listen to them.
They do it because they don't know nothing about the game. So it's easy to say, well, white people ain't a part of hip hop. It's easy.
But how do they get the people to follow them and champion that?
Because you know why? Because you got people that don't know hip hop. When you talk to
okay,
is younger, you can see anything you want, bro.
Yeah.
But when you go up in hip hop,
and now they got the internet,
and they playing internet games. My friend Eli is he's actually Slavic.
Okay.
Why didn't you? Man with a PT 131. Dr. Seuss, PT 131 made wrestling. OD PT 131.
Okay, so with the hip hop thing we got, the culture and the race thing we got. Now let's get into Zeke.
Yes.
When you started doing the graffiti and all that, were you good in school? Did you finish school?
Yes, hell yeah.
Awesome.
It was dope to be smart, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah. See, back in the day, you didn't want to be dumb.
You want to be dumb. Yeah. I was doing
man.
Anything. I got down with a famous graffiti crew.
Okay.
So my popularity came.
But you must be pretty damn good then.
Yeah, my crew was.
I know a little bit.
My team was nasty. My man Kilo and Spoke, them niggas got crazy and crazier. It was a bunch of
any pictures and artwork of that anywhere lately, or stored anywhere?
Now I'm trying to put some shit together now with throw ups.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I wrote with the best over. You'd be surprised how many famous graffiti writers be like, yo, I know Zeke. I be blowing dudes' mind. Oh yeah, I know. I remember Zeke at the walls at the Hall of Fame, and I want to learn the craft. So I was at the Graffiti Hall of Fame with the TAT.
Everywhere they go, see your name tagged on something. Oh, it's fucking awesome. I used to tag too. It was fun.
That's part of the culture. That's hip hop. That's
And you know, we had a rule that you don't just destroy people's property either. You don't hit somebody's front windows of businesses and shit. You know, you did it somewhere where it was okay to do, but kind of off the way. You didn't destroy people's fucking front windows of their businesses, paint and shit. You know, you didn't want to get caught, first of all. And they start to learn those names too. Those police people do. They like, yeah, we see this name everywhere. There's crazy people that get up on the highway and hit the signs on the highway and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, how'd you even get up there, bro?
I
So you
wasn't
did that stuff?
Now I wasn't a break dancer, but I was like a
Okay.
b-boy that would write and I would write graffiti. Now
But you
what
were
happened?
around all that though, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
was just around it.
So in school, it was dope to go to school and be smart. That was the in thing. That the cut school was whack back then because everybody wanted to be smart. You know what I'm saying? It's just that
And
after
all the girls were there.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. And one thing that me and my friends knew was we didn't want all the beef in the world. So we would always keep ourselves out of nonsense. So
Okay.
so keeping yourself out of nonsense, you was able to deal with other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like other blocks, and you're not
Yeah.
mixed with the gossip and the
Don't involve me
you know what I'm
type
saying?
shit. Yeah.
Um so now we get to 1986. 1986, the streets of New York is changing. There's a new drug that's flying around, and me
Oh boy.
so now in the beginning we was all like, nah, I ain't with all that, man. We're gonna stick with the graffiti and whatever, go to school.
Okay.
Now it hits 1989. 1889,
And we all know what drug that was, folks.
you know what drug it was. It's a decision that gotta be made. We're thinking, what's the next move? We're getting
Right.
older. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
get that money.
we get towards the streets. Now, as crazy as this sound, right? A lot of the people that we ran around was a lot of our good friends was white because we went to school with kids that was white. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you got that's kind of how I was for me when I went to school, all black folk.
yeah,
Like I was
so
just forced. I mean, I had no choice to grow up in this culture, man. I just didn't, and that's how it turned out. But you see, I don't try to act like a black person. I don't try to be out too out there like that. It looks goofy.
it's
Just be who
goofy.
you are.
Now I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? Is that when we began to hustle, the game changed. Corners, blocks, friendship,
Yeah, it
and
was control.
it got a little crazy. But in the midst of it
A
getting,
little Zeke. Don't downplay. It got a lot crazy.
we still it got crazy. Yeah, you ain't never lie.
Because I know I live in Indianapolis and I seen what it did. I know what New York did
It
down.
was crazy.
I
You
seen
know, it's
movies,
watch
paid in
out.
full, and
Buses. My friends came to St. Louis, Kansas City in 1990.
right.
They came back and we thought they was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine what the Midwest was like in 1990.
Yeah.
We thought they was crazy. Like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
but like when the crack era hit, New York was wild,
it
boy.
was wild, but when it hit the Midwest, it was crazy.
Hey man, there was people. It was like I live where most of the crack was in my city. You know what I mean? Like this was the mecca of it, and it was bad, bro. People on the corners, houses just full of fucking whatever you wanted to do, running in and out. People whores. It's just. I am glad that drug went away all of a sudden. I'm glad kind of
Yes.
because it ruined a lot of people's lives,
Now this
a
is what I'm.
lot, and it made a lot of people rich too.
Now this is what here go the key thing. I'm from Spanish Harlem. My father lived in the Bronx, but I never grew up with my father in the Bronx.
Okay.
Prison, and when I was in jail, his wife passed away. My father was sick. Before I went to prison, I lived upstate New York. So I have no ties to the Bronx.
So you got like bits and pieces of everywhere then.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you ain't got a bad name nowhere, so you're good in every hood.
bingo.
That's the best type of fucking friend to have, man.
Go
Cause
anywhere.
he ain't going around snaking you here and snaking you here. Yeah, that's awesome. Shout out
So,
to Zeke.
so when I came to the Bronx with my pops passed away, and that's how I wound up coming to St. Louis because this is where wifey at here in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you became a man, bro.
So we've been together for 7 years. So You know what I mean?
Shout out to you, man. It takes a lot to keep a relationship together for 7 years. There's a lot
Man,
of give and take.
I'm gonna tell you, I got some graffiti stories, man. We used to write. I used to write this graffiti stuff, and I was hitting sanitation trucks and you know we had great writers. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
just to say about the white culture in hip hop, there's dudes that's my best friends like DE3.
MC Search. Do people forget about MC Search? And he used to troop down fucking streets with black folks, you
Yo,
know.
I got a
Search was a man.
story for you. There's a famous club called the Latin Quarters in the hip hop era, right?
Okay.
MC Search, you can listen to KRS One's first album. He
Yeah.
goes, "The ICU Dances is down with us." Before hip hop, before he was rapping, he was the only white guy dancing at the Latin Quarters.
So he would pull up at the dance.
Now he was part of the dancing crew.
That's what he was saying on No Jumper, and he just kind of forced his way in so he could be an MC because none they weren't letting him, and he was like, "No, I can do it," and then he was mad good at it.
Yeah, he was good at it,
and he was trooping for the right reasons with the black folks. Like black folks were trooping down streets for like the right causes, and MC Search was right there with every one of them. Man.
I know front. He was there for all that. He was dancing with the ICU dances. He kicked in his own doors. MC Search, the only white guy. Remember when he was dancing, you had the who's who in New York in the club. We're talking about Tut. We're talking about LD. We're talking about the Killers, Killer Ben. We're talking about the real 50 Cent. We're talking about when he was
the
dancing.
Real one.
Oh,
wow.
And cats was losing their mind. Shout out to East New York. He was the only white guy dancing on the stage with the ICU dancers. Shout out to the IBM dancers too.
No shit. So Foxy Brown says now all we have is heroin, fentanyl, and that's a sad thing.
Yes,
it's a sad thing, man.
Facts.
Because you think you want your dope fiends to be alive. Now you putting shit in there to kill them.
They put in everything.
Come on.
That fentanyl, they put in everything. They put it in.
Yeah, it's so cheap, and they can load it down with shit, you know, and then they cut it with whatever else thing they cut it with that you're putting in your body. Dude, they just let their dope fiends die. Would you want your people to keep coming back and spending money? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Somebody asked me a question about Crazy Legs.
Yeah.
I seen him apologize about something.
I did too.
I'm not too sure about it personally.
I did too.
But he did apologize about something.
So he apologized. So
he apologized for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's so, more or less pleading guilty.
He definitely in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So what do you do for work now?
I'm a manager for a Fortune 500 company.
Okay.
I've been a manager there for close to a year.
I know you're a YouTuber.
Yes.
So go sub to my man. Definitely fucking sub to him. He's got good content. And there's one thing I respect about this man. The split with him and Frost, he never said not one thing wrong about Jack Frost. And I promise you that. And Jack Frost just kept him going in his mouth. And I promise you, I never seen Zeke say nothing on his channel.
Yeah, because life moves on, man. Because you know,
bro, like give it up, let go.
There's so much other shit to talk about. Look, right, Edie. I met Is the Wiz. Watch Wild Style. Y'all see who Is the Wiz is? A famous graffiti writer. He's not black or Puerto Rican. He's white. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I grew up with it so much, Zeke. I'm so tired. Racism is so lame to me anymore.
On the internet, it's not in the
tiring.
But it's you know why? Because people use the internet as a filing tool.
Yeah, and I think it doesn't take much smarts to call somebody, a cracker or a white. I'll call myself a white boy or a honky because that's what I am.
But you know what though?
I'm far from a bitch.
From where I am from, in Spanish Harlem, the last place 99 for Lex. It's for me to call my man Lee Ski a racist. People will laugh at me. See, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's good to hear, man.
Now, you understand what I'm saying? You have to understand that the internet, what is a firing tool for individuals that think they're educated, that think nobody knows.
And
New York City is most of the diverse areas in the world.
It is. I've heard that from everybody that's been there, man. Like there'd be a million people walking down the streets in New York City, and all of them be from different walks of life, and no problems. No problems at all. We got Jamaicans, blacks, whites, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, all walking around Times Square, not one problem. But all this racism shit don't need to be in America anymore, man. There's no more people getting hung. There's no more people even.
See,
No, it's gone.
but we do know, right?
We need to let it go.
A smart individual, right? And this is why I don't get caught up in the race conversations, because we know that there's a fraction of people that's in southern areas
There is.
that just there, but their beef is their ancestors. Yeah, remember there was a war fought, and there was some people that just still feel the way they feel, like in southern Missouri. The way they are in southern Missouri ain't the way it might be in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Correct. Oh,
So,
we in Indiana, that's where the KKK started, was in Martinsville, Indiana. And I'm just Indianapolis is, but you know what? If it's still there, ain't nobody doing nothing.
yeah, they ain't
Nobody
doing
hurting nobody. They better not come out of hiding.
you know what I'm saying?
They'll die out there. You know what I mean? You will die out here being a racist like that.
Yeah.
Nobody's for it no more, man.
You know what it is just like the people that narrate the stories. Like, I'm gonna give you okay. Nobody never says that Blondie. Remember that the white artist Blondie from Europe, right?
Yep.
He's the first ever person to put a hip hop group on national TV.
Really?
She never give her accolades. Saturday, remember when, I don't know how old you are, but Saturday Night Live was #1 with Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, and Chevy Chase, right? When it was
Yep. I'm
#1,
43, so I remember
she
them
put
times.
out the Funky 4+1,
The Funky
a rap
Four.
group, to perform on national TV. The first rap group to ever perform on national TV was from the Bronx, Funky 4+1. Who brought them out? A white guy.
White guy.
A white, yes, Blondie.
Right.
She
I
brought
hear
them.
a lot of people say it. You're doing white tactics and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of white men sign your checks. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
And if they were racist, why would they sign your checks?
So
You're working with a, so what?
so,
He's rich. I work for him.
so
I'll work for anybody pays me.
So in those conversations, man, some
It's
things
little thought processes in it. Like no thinking whatsoever.
people really was not outside. A lot of people was really stuck in their house, so they
Yeah.
don't know what reality is.
That
So,
has to be what it is. Hello, Fernand.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has to be what it is.
Because this is RD357. You should go to John J. Poole, DE3. We know all them, JJ. We never had a race war with them. Yo, D57 came right on my block. We wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
You know, got side GNR. Side is a white guy. He wrote with Spawn GNR.
Dude, there was no race
talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up in a 90% black man's neighborhood, and I went to school with all the people, and I can only tell you of about 5 to 8 times that I was actually picked on. Like actually. And to me that's good. But you know what? I moved out when I had my kids. I raised them in a different township, but I came back home because we went through a breakup and I came back home and everybody still respects me here. We watch out for each other's shit, you know? And that's just the way it is, you know? We're grown now. Racism's for kids that don't know how to understand anything.
The people that stuck in, because you know, growing up in the culture, we all have some culture in us, right? And that's one thing about weak people. Weak individuals always scream racism when they can't win. That's just the last resort is, yo, they're racist.
You're racist.
Picking on me.
You're trying to take black men's jobs or something like that.
The victim is being a victim. Let me tell you something, man. My generation in New York City, and I'm 48 years old, it was never cool to play the victim. If I played by my homeboys, they'd be like, get the fuck out of here, man. What you talking about, man? It's called victimism, and it's a hustle, and it's a grind.
It is the hustle. They pull on your heartstrings.
Yes.
They make you feel bad for them so that they can get whatever they can from you. And then they'll never speak about it again, like it never happened. But then when they need it again, they'll pull it out again.
Yo,
people ain't hip to it.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm happy that you actually interviewed me because nobody really got to hear the Zeke Black story. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the block, but boy, because a lot of people don't know how I
Tell me how you were on the block, Zeke.
on the block.
Did you ever do any hustling?
I was trying to take $1 million. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
man, I knew it. I could see it in you. I just needed to ask to make sure. I
And
figured you was a hustler. Still are probably, but a different kind of hustle.
so now when I come home I say, you know what, man, I'm not trying to go back to jail. So I'm everything legal not to go back to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Same thought of process I had. I said,
I
something
even
keeps making me come here, and I'm not doing that no more. Keep coming back to jail is not fun.
Yeah, that jail snake. I did 4 summers. You know what I'm saying? I did 4 years.
I did 6.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I did 8 total, but
crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's an experience that people go through. Now, like I tell people, man, you never allow weak words when you pay attention to something. Weak words. People say anything when they think they down with somebody, cool with somebody, and, yo, I'm the wave. But if
words.
know you before
That's
the
bars.
that means that this is my thing. There's a bunch of people who know me before the internet. My connection can't be through the internet. Nothing wrong with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from New York City. I'm in the mix and I'm this, that, and the third. My connection to New York City should not be from the internet. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
I've never heard anyone speak bad about you but one person. And no one can even believe that one person. And if you do, you're just as bogus as that one person. We're not gonna say his name, but whatever.
He be all right, man.
Yeah, man. I think everybody has a story, bro. And I thought, why not hear Zeke's, because he's the one that didn't say anything about Frost, man. This dude's actually got fucking receipts on where he's been in life.
About this,
the hip hop game is all around Zeke. When I look
now, AD, I'm gonna tell you something that's amazing, right? The first story was I had 6 Bloods that was gonna get him. Remember? I don't know if he was around for that. Then when that story played out, oh, he got a bunch of YouTubers together to attack me.
Facts. Bro, aren't you the one that told everybody that he wasn't even on this hip hop shit until you came around?
Yeah, he wasn't on. He
was on that sports shit.
Yeah, facts.
This channel was a sports channel. He said, I want to be on this hip hop street shit. So he's really not from this.
But these niggas that it happens to anybody. When their channel gets some type of vibration, people run to that.
Right.
And we get it and we understand it. But one thing I'm gonna say is that don't start creating these narratives in your own head. You know what I'm saying?
And because especially not when you let people not talk.
Now, facts. Now his whole foreplay is the victim. Think about what I'm about to tell you.
Y'all listen up. Pay attention.
He got fucked up in the Bronx. Why your next video you're mentioning me? Yo, this nigga this and this nigga that and that nigga this that.
Because you live rent free in his head.
No,
rent free in his head.
Because it's a narrative you're creating. Like, yo, does Zeke know them dudes? That's what
he has to keep it.
Create the victim.
He has to keep it now. He's already said it. He's got to keep it.
But at the end of the day,
it's not true.
We seen you trying to run. All that other shit you talking about don't matter. You tried to run. Before you caught anybody, and this is why I say fuck him. Before you talk about anybody else, don't run on camera, bro. Do not run on camera. Nothing you say is valid. Nothing you say. You run is like you snitching, like you running is what cowards do.
They do. This internet is making cowards safe. They can talk all this shit and not have to do it. No fucking problem.
When I catch you, you're gonna run. I know that when I catch you,
he's out.
That's why I told people. I said
he's breaking.
He's gonna run. Every time I seen him run his mouth, he fold. I never seen.
It's not worth it because they probably call the cops, Zeke, if you do catch him. Honestly, if you get any business with him, the law will be called. And I don't think it's worth it for you in the place you're at in life because you're winning.
I'm gonna tell, like I said the other day, how I met him was, I'm gonna tell you how I met him. Now I'm gonna tell you how I met him. Some Spanish niggas want to fuck him up, right?
What?
So for him running his mouth, he runs to daddy, his
Hey,
brother.
y'all, check this out. Hold on. All cash apps get split with me and Zeke tonight. This dude's dropping
So
bombs
now,
on Frost right now. We said we were going to talk about Frost. Zeke openly said it. We're going to drop bombs on these
so
fools.
that's how I met him.
Let's make him mad, y'all.
I'm gonna tell you how I met him. So now him and the Spanish guy are going at it. He runs to daddy. They tell him get the fuck out of here. And then they hired the Spanish guy to keep working. And they stopped working him. That's why he
worked with him.
Yeah, like they told him get the fuck out of here, and they kept working with the Spanish nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
When I met him, he was working with this guy from Harlem that asked me to help him out. This guy that I met.
They were doing moving.
Yeah, some moving company shit. He's standing with a funny tie on. So I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? Yo, I know it. Huh? Yo, I know people judge me. Judge whoever know the fuck you are. So we did a move together. So I was like, yo, son, he was moving with a guy that I realized know my family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you guys kind of knew each other then. You clicked.
So I was like, yo, I got some shit I do with a book one for somebody. Maybe you could drive. Boom. I had his number. Do you know? This is how real it is. I had to sign off on the thing for the budget trucks because his brother didn't want the nigga.
The moving trucks that you rent?
Yeah, he couldn't sign off on the bill because they didn't want the nigga in there.
Wow.
His own family, because he's retired.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean about it. But I gave him a chance. And the only reason why I stepped away from him because he did some dickhead shit with you know what I'm saying? Some shit that concerned his pop situation. And I just wasn't jacking it. I had to fall back from him.
That's a real man right there, y'all. Because see, my friend just killed himself, and I had to back away from him before because he had hit his mama.
You know what I'm saying? You got to back away from
you can't be associated with those things because it makes you look bad.
Now, in the mix of this, he always has a little internet thing. We link up again. But I think when the money became to come in, people start bugging out. What do you do to them niggas? Don't talk to me crazy. That's not our relationship. I don't know how you know what I'm saying. See, don't do that. Don't come at me wild. Don't come at me crazy. Don't talk to me because now you're doing this internet thing.
Right.
Internet thing. So yeah, we go back and forth. We have a couple of good words.
But so you guys did have some beef?
See, my whole thing is you running your mouth. You ran to your father, my nigga. You ran to daddy, my nigga. I remember that. The Spanish nigga, because the Spanish nigga don't work with me and his brother.
He ran to Pops, but now he's on here slandering him. He ran to Pops, and now he's on here talking about his dad's a molester and fucking all that shit. And Pops saved you?
Pops ain't that. You know what I'm saying? His pops wasn't all that, man. His pops, it's goes to show, man. That's why you can't listen to nothing that he say. Let them dumb niggas listen to that shit over there.
Bro, it's upsetting to me, man, that his dad's that good of him, but you just slander everybody in your family for no reason.
He's mad because it was time for you to be a man. You gotta get
it. That's all.
Think about this. Oh, because he don't tell you the story about how we got his father kicked out of Executive Towers because he fought the security nigga and he threw his father out the co-op building.
Jack fought someone and got his dad kicked out of a place.
Yeah, the security
that's dirty.
Got his pops kicked out. His pops still took him.
Still kept him.
Still kept him to the new apartment they were doing the videos from. See, he don't tell
you. You ain't telling nothing, Frost. You telling everything but the real shit.
So you a foul nigga.
He been foul.
So there's nothing that he can say. I just don't say all this, but yo, son, you know what I'm saying? You had no, you couldn't get your own father a crib. They threw him out the co-op because in the co-ops you can't be breaking glass and shit like that. How do you fight the security nigga and fall through the window? What drug was you on? How did you walk around and you got all the beef in the world in your head?
He wasn't hurt when he did all that.
The niggas got kicked out. So that's how his posse moved to where he moved to, but he took you with him still. I don't know why he should kick your ass out. Now, 2 years later, he's all type of rapos and molesters and
on the
y'all
internet.
that shit. Niggas
Yeah.
act. Some of y'all listen to this corny nigga, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's on the internet too, man. Like you could hurt his business. You could hurt like clients. Look what he could probably do to his dad's business, man, by talking all that shit about him. Like somebody could hear that and say, "Whoa, I'm not going to do business with Jack Frost's dad because look what he's talking about him." That could hurt.
Yeah, son.
That's bad, man.
That's why it's not bringing them up. It's just bringing up the whole racist thing. Before, because what you gotta tell niggas before you call me racist, get your shit together.
Yeah, but it's like the pot
You
calling the kettle
confused.
black.
You confused.
Yeah. So Zeke, after you were like hustling and everything, how much time did you do?
The first time I did a year. The
A
next
year?
time I did 8 months. The other time I did like a year because I went to shop. But when I went to shop, I had a fight, and they pushed my shit back. The longest I've done in one shot was the last one, the 4.5.
Okay. Were you on the island?
Now, yeah, I was on the island in 1991 and 1995.
How
But
was that?
I got caught upstate New York, so I went to Schenectady to downstate.
Okay. How was that?
Oh God.
The island is a
Yeah,
motherfucker. Ain't.
I was there. I was there in '91 when it was when it was blacks against, when it was just a war. It was when I was there in
Was
'91.
that the blood era?
Nah, '95 was '91.
Okay, so you were there before that.
It was borough shit, like Brooklyn versus Queens, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Then '95. That was a full blown blood era. You know what I'm saying?
So you were actually there when they said that they were getting fucked with and all that shit, like the blacks were getting fucked with in there. That's why they formed the blood. So you were there right about that time then.
Yeah, I was around. Yeah, I was
You seen it pre-blood.
yeah, pre-blood. Yeah.
Damn, man. See, I knew this motherfucker had a story, y'all.
Yo, I was,
Shit.
because them niggas, because they have an all Spanish house or 50% Spanish niggas. So you go into a dorm, we got mad Spanish cats. One thing
So
about
was it racist just in prison, not on the streets?
now, most of them niggas now, because most of them wasn't
They weren't hip hop, they were gangsters.
yeah, most of them, but you had the freestyle niggas. The freestyle music niggas was racist. Those are
Okay.
the Puerto Ricans, so the Dominican niggas. The ones that only stick in their Spanish crowds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just didn't know if it was a like I don't know because when I went to prison, it was kind of a racial thing, but the one people I couldn't stand were the Aryans because they were treating like white people bad, and plus they were getting drugs and everything from the black folk, and it's like you guys are fake as fuck. And I always had it bad because I was always around black folk, so I got it from both sides sometimes until I had to prove myself. But then after that happens, and you're good. But I watched the Aryans do bad, man. Bad.
See them. You got them in New York that get locked up. It's just that we don't
They're over
see that.
fucking.
When I was up north, right? I never seen this before because Rikers Island, you don't see shit like. I remember one yard and this Aryan Nation kid pulled up, but I guess it was over some drug shit. So some kids had to press him about some drug shit, and I ain't gonna front though. They formed like Voltron.
Oh, the Aryans.
Yo, the aliens got together. I ain't gonna front. I never seen no shit like it was a maximum prison.
It might be different in New York because they're different here in Indiana, man. I seen them do some fucked up shit, man.
He snuffed son when he hit son and knocked son out. I ain't gonna front. It was militant, bro. As soon as they swung everything around him. It was crazy. It was a black and white war. I never seen this in jail.
Yeah.
What? Those same Aryan niggas was cool with everybody. They just had their circle. They just did
They just was protecting everybody.
They only beef was, jail and drugs don't mix. You know what I'm saying?
It don't mix, man. Everybody gets in debt and fucking. Oh yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
and it's like triple the price. Facts, man.
Because one thing about a true racist person, just to let y'all know this, true racist people do not deal with nobody of color.
No.
Dollar.
That's the way I felt about it. Like, if you're so racist, why are you dealing with the black folk when you need drugs?
Yeah.
And then you're selling them to the Aryans, to each other. Man, they were making these white boys stand in the toilet for like 3 hours, bro. like white kids,
Yeah, yeah,
punking on them, making
yeah,
them drink soup out of their boots. And I'm like, that's the way y'all do your people.
yeah.
And I was just watching. And I was like, not me, man. You know, I'll keep kicking my black folks, bro. Like they always wonder, like, why you always hanging out, like this rap music. I'm like, because that's who I am.
Yo, it's
Because you
so
get a lot of country towns in prison that come through, and then you got
yeah.
Indianapolis, the big city. It's pretty wild, man. So after prison, what was your journey?
This time was
What was your thoughts after getting out this time? Were your nerves racked the whole time you were in there last
yeah,
time? Because my last trip I did not like. I was done.
I was economically okay, so I was
Okay.
I was just
You always had help with getting
yeah,
the
I
things
love
you needed.
money. When I came
Okay.
home, I came
That
home
helps a lot.
because I can't go back to jail because of my daughter and my son. I knew that
Right.
jail they was gonna get lost, so I had to find a way to stay in the streets, and that's when I started just doing legal stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Good for you though, man.
And I gave the streets a full time. Like, I could have went back to the block, but I was like, nah.
You always probably can.
I still can, but
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the 401k plan. You know what I'm saying?
You're enjoying just the life you don't have to worry about going back to
Yeah.
prison. You just can live now. I love it like this. I
Yo,
don't
somebody wrote a comment. It's crazy, right? I seen that in New York State prison too. Those Aryan racist niggas, those niggas is crazy.
who's that?
They the actual Aryans, the actual ones that don't deal with nobody but the Aryans, they be wild. Those are
Oh yeah, they start riots. They'll jump off
wild.
on everything. They
They
don't
are
care
the
if they
true
die.
Americans. You know what I'm saying?
They
Yo,
don't care if they die, man.
yo, they be wild. I'm
That's the
saying
ones
this
that
now.
pick on the other areas.
I've seen them in action. The true one, the ones that's 100%. Even if you try to go to, they talk that Americanness and they know they know the
It's the
Constitution.
outlaw
They
bikers
know
and
they
shit, man.
they're crazy.
Outlaw bikers and shit. Them the real racists.
Yeah,
Them motherfuckers pack up too.
he pack up, boy. That's
Yep.
why you just can't call nobody something because everybody's not like that. We
Yeah, and they don't want to fight. You just can't be going around, bitch, suck my dick. You know what I mean? Then you're gonna have a problem.
they're crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not like normal. If you have a fight with one person now, you're gonna fight with them all.
Yeah, yeah, they're a little different. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
grew
ain't no fair ones.
Yeah, I grew up in that area with them Germans, and them Germans was a little different. We didn't have problems with them, but they had problems with, like, with other groups, and
Yeah,
they would tell us they racist exploits. You know what I'm saying about the group they was going against? You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right,
God damn.
right, right.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
all donations go. Half these donations tonight go to Zeke Black himself because I feel like every man deserves money for
oh,
time spent. He did not
now
have to come here this evening, man, and he
now
blessed me with this.
being in prison, I was able to wake up and I went and I got I came home. I wanted to do the right thing just because, like, my daughter's in college now. My son's in college.
Right.
Uh, I
It
just, I
felt
just,
like it was
I,
time, maybe.
I just felt like I couldn't be a gang member. Being a gang member was gonna work for me, so I had to fall
See,
back.
we didn't get into that. You were a gang member.
Yeah, to be a gang member, I had to be all
So
corporate.
when did you do that?
I did that, but I actually joined the gang. You know what I'm saying?
Who? What gang?
9/7. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Is that a blood set?
The New York blood set thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
How old were you?
then 9/7, I had to be in my late 20s.
So you were kind of late doing it, but it
Yeah,
was just rising then too, right?
yeah. With that part, I
Okay.
was definitely late doing it.
Okay. But it was just still beating new kind of then too. So you really wasn't late. It
It
was
was
kind
it
of
was
new.
yeah, because it was something that was in New York, and it was we had a fake purpose of evolution, and I sort of got caught up in that generation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I understand now.
Say the second generation of New York Bloods,
Right.
if not the third, because 9/7. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay. So you were how old? Maybe 20 something?
because I was born in '73, so in 1997, how old I had to be? You know what I'm saying?
24, 25 maybe?
Yeah.
So you ran around the blood set, you sold your thing, you did your thing, you know. How long did you think that happened? All the way till you got done doing prison time?
And now, before I went to jail, I began to fall back because that's all it gets money.
Yeah, you just fall back. Okay.
And I realized that getting money and gang banging don't mix. You know what I'm saying?
You could do either one separately.
But you can't.
If
But you
you
can't.
put them together, it can get you
You
dead.
know, I began to fall back. I went to jail, and then I really fell back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like nah, I gotta do this 100% straight thing. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So you just decided at one point in time, hey, I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
fucking over this shit.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's the same thing I went through, man. You know, my last bit in prison, I said, damn, what keeps me coming back here, man? Because this, count time hasn't changed. Nothing's changed. Child time's the same. I got to stop this. My kids are being, growing up without their daddy. I don't get no time back. So I just said, I'm done. And I haven't been locked up in 12 motherfucking years.
Hey,
Just
man.
stop living. I like living the free life.
At some point, like some point in time, in our lives, these are things that you just have to go. What's more important? You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
realized because I was gang banging, I was caught up in the blood, like that original blood and crip war in New York.
Was you going hard, hard?
We was caught up all in that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you was out there going hard too.
Yeah, we was losing our mind, man. But I lost a lot of soldiers, not just in the,
Yeah.
just man. Like a good friend of mine just came home from doing 25 years. Another friend of
It's a
mine got
long I just got a friend that got out that did 22, and that's a long time, man.
a long time, man, for this banging. So it's just like you just don't know, man. That time, like what you miss, your kids growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You missed the most important things in your life.
Yeah, you can't get it back either.
Hell no.
It's gone, wasted. We learned things from it, don't get me wrong, but it's wasted.
It's wasted time. So when you learn from it, and once you get away from it, you don't want to go back. Listen, being a gangbanger is worse than drugs because that lifestyle is so addictive. You do some dumb shit and get caught up. You know what I'm saying?
What was so addictive about just the gang lifestyle?
It was just
The part of having a fellowship, brothership,
to me
friends
it
that you
was
thought you could count on.
it was just the popularity that came with it. When you go in the club,
Okay, I
blood,
get that.
blood. You put that picture, they go Zeke Black, they go Zeke Blood.
I
That shit,
got that. And that's very fucking adult like of you to say that.
huh?
That's very adult of you to say that. Just was the popularity of it, man. You
It's the
know?
pop. It's just the popularity part. Yo, they gonna see. Yo, homie, what's popping with this? And it was just like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You thought you was the man.
Yeah, yeah,
Matter
yeah.
of fact, you probably was the man. Well, bullshitting.
The first hit.
The women come.
So now it's like we in the club, me and the homies, and they're like, yo, they go the homies right there. We in there turning up, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like we was like rappers,
Yeah, in
but
your own way.
rappers.
You had your own little community itself, probably.
Yeah,
The rappers had theirs, you guys had theirs, the dope boys had theirs.
yeah,
Um, I can only imagine what the gang community is like because we didn't really have gangs here in Indianapolis. We had more like neighborhoods, but the
yeah.
gangs were here because Chicago's just right up the road.
Off the road.
But they didn't really bang the set so hard as much as they claimed the neighborhood from they're from, like Far East Side, 38th and Post, Hallville, places like that. But yeah, I understand completely where you're coming from. So St. Louis treating you better?
Yeah. But I'm not in the territories where they're killing each other. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right. Good for
But
you though.
I
Good for
don't.
you though.
I don't think they have a blood and crip war. I think that's over out here. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
I've
they.
heard St. Louis gets fucking down, man.
Yeah, that Midwest, that gang shit is like East St. Louis. Gotta keep in mind, East St. Louis is
Right next to
this to me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You're right. You're right,
It's a
man. The people forget that there's
it's
real motherfuckers everywhere.
real niggas
And if
everywhere.
you fucking put a pack together, you might got some trouble.
That's why it's like this gangbang shit. We look at it differently. Some of these dudes is generational. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts. They just ain't
Father,
can't get
father,
out of it.
yeah.
I understand, man. Like I always understand the black struggle. I understand where they're coming from when they feel the press. Like I'm that white dude that understands this shit.
We
They
grew up
do
with
have it a little rougher than the white man. There is white privilege out there. I don't always get it because I'm with the black community, but I do see it happening, and I'm in tune with that.
Because you grew up in that. That's why I tell people it's not about, because when you grow up in that environment, you grew up just like us.
Yeah, and I know and I understand completely, and I understand how every one of you feel. Every fucking one of you. You got a right to feel that way. Because as
When you
humans,
grow
we
up,
got a right to feel any way we want. And if it's truth behind it, then goddamn it, I can't say nothing.
you know what I'm
Who am
saying?
I?
Grew up in that. So I tell dudes, man, you don't have to, don't fabricate your life story. Be real. Don't hide from who you are.
Right.
That's that's what happens. Like,
Because your past don't mean much.
because
You can learn from it and say you have stories, but the bad past, it ain't what you are today.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? For me to sit here and say white people are racist, that means friends are bash me for that. Like, are you fucking serious, my nigga? We went to John J. Poole. Some of our best friends are white. What are
Right.
you talking about, my nigga? Like, what now? You know what I'm saying? That's it. So you have to understand. I know people were different where they from, but that's one thing you don't, because people grew up in the culture.
I had no choice, man. I didn't have a dad, so my mom did have to raise me in some of the roughest parts because she had to be on Section 8. Because my dad didn't want to fucking do shit for me, piece of shit. His loss. I don't hold no grief because he's dead and I never met him, but it's just his loss.
Yeah.
So I had to let that go as a man. I can't go on the internet and bash this guy and say that it's his fault that I'm the way I am. Nah, man, it's time to be a man. My last time in prison, I said, you know what? It's time to grow up.
Try to grow up.
It's time to start living how everybody tells us how to live. Just listen now, God damn it. My grandmother used to tell me all the stories, but now that I hear them, I'm like, damn, she was right.
And look how your life changed. Just
Yeah.
look, just look how you
You don't
enjoy.
have to turn your back and look for cops. It's
I remember,
everything's legal, man.
I remember me and my friends used to chase people in the train tracks.
Did you?
Kinda- we was wild. We was young. We was young,
Having fun. You thought it was fun.
and then we realized, like after a while, like I remember, I came from a graffiti crew that turned into a street crew,
They used to run each other off from places. Graffiti
and
crews
it
did.
was crazy. That's how I met everybody, right in graffiti.
That's awesome.
So a lot of my connections came from my graffiti days, right? Graffiti. Because a lot of those graffiti crews became drug crews, like Fat Joe and them, TS Squad. That was a
Really?
graffiti crew. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was the graffiti crews?
Yep, that was a graffiti crew first.
That's bars right there. He's dropping knowledge I didn't know, y'all.
TS was a graffiti crew that turned into a street crew that turned into a hip hop crew.
So they touched every lane of hip hop then.
Yes, just like the TAT crew, just like PT 131, just like TWB, just like GNR. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you got stories, man.
Just like
Bro, you understand how many things you could talk about on your channel, bro? With
historical.
just being involved in all this, man, you have so many stories that people would love to hear.
Yeah.
I don't understand. We got to push this man. Get him. If you ain't subscribed, go subscribe to my motherfucking man Zeke Black. I'm not gonna keep him too much longer. I see him yawning.
Now,
I know he's probably gotta get up and go to work.
you got this crew, right? You got this crew. They call themselves Easy, Josh 5 and Bester. They're all city in New York. Everywhere you go in New York City, you will see these tags.
Okay.
So they didn't send four. His tag being mad Law and Order shows because they shoot Law
Wow.
and Order in New York City, in the city in Manhattan. So you see the send fours and these graffiti or Jova TDO, Ava TDO, Doc TDO. I know them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Over BF. I know RD357. I know DE3357. I know is a rock hot post. Shot
There, see
TWB.
there. I mean, look at this. You got a documentary, just like Nestars just said. Zeke, you got a documentary in you, man.
Yeah, I was outside for all of that. Ever? I
All
was.
you gotta do is get it together, brother, and you can make it happen. And you got a documentary in you that could probably make you a lot of fucking money, Zeke.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I say, do it, bro.
It's just parts of the story. Like I'm gonna tell you something, right? Um, Somebody named Troy Reed. He wrote a book
Mm-hmm.
about Alpo, right? And
And you know a lot about Alpo.
he mentioned definitely Cloud Chaser. Now,
Yep.
definitely Cloud Chaser do has he do have content on Outpost, but one of the best contents he have on Outpost,
It's a
other
view.
than the action videos, is
It's a
that he
view.
interviewed me about Outpost in East Harlem.
I already
Al-
peeped it, bro.
See, I had the Albert story. I didn't have the Outpost story. Who was Outpost before he went to the west side of Harlem? From my side of town. He went to the boys' club. He boxed.
So you knew him before he was Alpo.
Yeah, we knew who he was
Wow.
before he went to.
Wow, bro. Don't even say nothing. You got that in the tank, bro.
Now,
That's
it was funny.
loaded in the
Guess,
clip.
guess who's some of his best friends though? You could Google this though. Guess who's some of Alpo's best friends?
What?
Joey Cupcake from the Mafia, Redhead Joey, white. These guys are white. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember Alpo wasn't even all the way black.
Yeah, he had black, half Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's what I remember somebody hearing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
He liked to dress good too, he said.
because they all rode motorcycles,
Mm-hmm.
dirt bikes towards Island. Dirt bike James, rest in peace.
Wasn't nobody doing that then.
You know what I'm saying? So he was popular on the east side for that. Like
So
dirt
he's
bike
popping there first.
on the east side for riding bikes and stuff like that. Yeah.
So was he in the dope game and all that shit too?
Nah, on the west side, he more or less got heavy in it. He might have been
Okay.
on a small level, but on a big level, this is when he got about rich AZ in them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. See, so he wasn't really doing that there. When he got over to the other level, that's when that all picked up.
Yeah, that's what that picked up. Yeah.
And nobody knew he was a fucking vicious, crazy maniac before he went over there, huh?
They did. They don't know. They didn't know.
He wasn't no knockout artist or anything over there.
Nah, he was cool. He wasn't beating her because he was just.
He didn't have no beef. He just wasn't beefing.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. He grew up with a bunch of goons. So he was in the mix with the Popos, the Randy Loves, the one. You know what I'm saying? He was in the mix with niggas. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't known as a killer until he went to the West Side.
Right. That's what I was wondering. Now here you go. Here's RPM's statement. Shout out to Zeke. This is for any one of you little bitch ass dudes that want to say, well, Zeke ain't a celebrity. Why are you interviewing him? Because I feel like Zeke's on his way to being a celebrity.
Yeah.
And I think me being one of the first ones to talk to him like this would be an honor to me. And here it is. Shout out to Zeke. Amazing story. He would be a great mentor to people.
It's just like
There you go, Zeke. People don't understand, bro, why I'm doing this.
funny that you say that because Troy Reed, when they asked him how long did Alpo know Rich Porter for, he said, 3 years. I said that 2 years ago.
Okay.
And somebody asked me, yo, how long do you think Alpo knew Rich Porter for? They was only friends for like 3 years, but he wasn't really Poe man, Rich man. That was AZ man.
Right.
You had to be for that and understand that. You know what I'm saying?
They said, ask you if Hassan Campbell's fake. I think y'all know Hassan ain't faking it.
Now,
He's really who he is.
Now, I saw the little dude. I know Hassan personally.
I think he overdoes it sometimes, but he really from where he's from, y'all.
Oh, exactly. It's a media thing. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what that is? He's just letting it glow a little bit more than what he used to be. But he's really from there. Is that the truth, Zeke?
Yeah, he just let it get there. No, you know Hassan be litty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he really from the spot though, right?
Spot. When he from Bronx River.
He's respected in his neighborhood.
Yeah, he respected. I never seen nobody disrespect him.
So there y'all have it. I always thought that too. I thought, why are they asking that, man? He goes to his hood live, y'all. And then they just want to throw shade at him, and it's like,
one of my OGs was in jail with him. He was really in jail for debt.
I heard he was trying to cut shit up in there too.
Yeah.
He's ready to go in there too.
Like he was with him and his co-defendant Eric. He was like, Zeke, the niggas was in jail for bodies. He was in jail for some dead bodies, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, they was in jail. A nigga that was that I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I watch Hassan, man, because not everything he says I think is cool, but a lot of things, man, I can soak from him. You know? That's why I say I'm not into the God thing. I don't subscribe to it, but I take a little from everything.
Yeah.
And I believe in right and wrong.
Yeah. I met him around Dame Dash team.
Did you?
We were Dame Dash. That's how I met him.
Really?
OG Daniels And the dudes that the Jack dudes that's in that movie On and Up, that's who I met Hassan with. My man,
Bro, tell me that Zeke ain't on his way up somewhere. Tell me, y'all.
I met him. That's how I met
This
Hassan.
man is gonna be something if he keeps pushing, y'all.
Yeah, but
Just all you got to do is keep at it, man. You got stories for.
yeah, that's how I know Hassan.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad I was able to sit down with you, brother.
Yes.
You're an awesome dude. Just for the simple fact of when I started to peep you out, you weren't talking nothing about Frost. You weren't dogging him. You weren't saying nothing bad about him. You weren't over here calling me, hitting me up, saying don't fuck with him like he says everybody does. You never said a word, and you just kept it pushing, and you got yourself monetized. Never said a word to him. Never said a word about him.
I like
And you
this guy.
really still don't. And the only time you do it's on this channel where I allow people to do that.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
do it on your own.
Yeah.
And it's nothing but respectable, bro.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We got this. We got this. You know what I'm saying? Just it's everything that's a part of somebody's time. You speak about it because sometimes a person that throws something out there but don't tell you the whole story. So
Yeah.
sometimes explain the whole story to you guys because you guys was there. So now you're
Yeah.
saying, damn, he ain't say the rest of that. Yeah, don't tell half the story, tell the whole story.
Yeah.
So
Like if I was watching him, I would want to know, well, what's the rest of the story? Because he
because he
always
never
leaves it like
that's
dead.
I have to come over here because most of the people that was there is here. So I'm explaining. They going, damn, he didn't say that part. I remember when he said, "Yo, this, that, and the third." I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what's the worst thing that he did. One of my good friends called me one day with Corey King on the phone. My man Deemer. He was like, "Yo, Zeke, leave that nigga alone." But what happened? Yo, he blocked me from his channel. And I don't know, somebody said something in this chat like, "I'm Zeke Black and I'm gonna kill you, whatever the case may be."
They fucking started beef with something and it wasn't even you.
My good friend of mine, I knew over 25 years. You know what I mean?
See, that's the shit I talk about over here. They do
Now,
that shit, man.
he calls me and he's telling me this, like Zeke, but I seen this thing that he's showing me the screenshot of. I said, "Bro, it's not me." He said, "Zeke, Corey King is fucking with him for a bag. Come on, Zeke, you wildin'. Just do your own thing." My brother's telling me this. How am I having a conversation about him?
Right. You know what?
Now,
I'm
but see, I have to explain that to the world. So it wasn't that I was never saying that. And when he said something about me, it's because I made a promise to my brother.
and that's what all fucking matters.
And
You know, let me tell
Dom,
you something, Zeke. I'm gonna tell my chat right now. If y'all are over there and y'all are making names up of people over here and you're starting shit with Frost, I don't want you here. If you're gonna troll that man,
yeah,
troll him with your real fucking name.
yeah, show what your real
Don't
name.
make up any names from people over here that are respectable that will allow you to be over here, and then go over there and
Oh,
start trouble with people.
make a fake page that hurt his feelings.
I
Because
don't,
because
I don't got time for that shit, man.
now check it. This is me and my brother in the beginning. So I fell back like, nah, he's my brother. But then I have to speak because now when people are hearing this, you're like, oh shit, the shit that he do, the victim. So what happens is
Yeah,
he the victim until he start doing funny shit like $200 not popping up and this funny shit and that funny shit and that funny shit and all type of funny style shit that he do. And then they go, nah, that nigga's a weasel. So what
yeah.
happens is the only thing I'm gonna say is that you guys cannot get convinced by the victim.
No.
That
And don't get convinced by the person that's trolling him to start that bullshit
a
either, to
lot of
get
people,
him going on it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people that troll him, he know who's trolling him. It's
He
some
knows
shit
exactly who that one person is.
that was doing that. He. So it gives him a reason to change the topic. Some people might really troll him and really be doing it, but most of that shit is motherfuckers he know. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, Bamboo says, does CK really fuck with Sean? Yes, he does. But CK's a boss. So he's not going to worry about what Sean did to him.
yeah. Now, he
That
really,
little 200's nothing to CK.
yeah, he don't care
He
about that.
would rather see Sean do better.
You know what I'm saying? That
That's how Corey is. I
yeah,
can see it.
yeah. He really do though. Like that's because they have a relationship, not me.
Yeah, just because he
Oh,
got over on him once don't mean that it's over and he wants to see him dead and all that. Nah, he wants to see him do better.
but he
Like,
can't.
fix your life, homie.
He's supposed to fix your life. But
That's it.
but
We
you
don't want you to die
but,
over here. We want you to just fix your life, man. And
but when
stop
you
talking about everybody else how they did you wrong.
but you know what happens is when you are who you are, you just can't get right. So with that being said, man, with him, you just gotta, this is just like I said, when I come to speak, I gotta give you the whole story. So now y'all sitting there going, damn, that's crazy. But he know the weasel shit that he do. So it's just like that shit is dangerous. You could have had dudes that know each other go at it with each other. For what? For you to get 1,000 views, my nigga?
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody's here. Nobody's gonna fuck with
Yeah.
you. Like he's talking crazy about like us over here that he's doing better numbers. No, you're not. My numbers are right in line with
Let's
yours, and
put
you
a
stole
short.
a bunch of fucking people's
Let's
fucking
deal with the
content.
facts. You posted a short and got 1 million views on a short that wasn't yours.
It's not
Who?
his, dude. If they
Who?
was to copyright strike that, any money he made from that would have to go right back to whoever made that content because
Who?
it's probably already paid for.
It's already paid for. Them
The-
shorts is funny because I think with them shorts is you have to go at least 10 minutes. When
You
it
got
comes,
to go 10 minutes before it's able to be monetized through something else to get the big money from it.
yeah,
But the
because
shorts,
I
they'll
got shorts.
throw
I
you.
have
It's
shorts.
so easy to get the shorts get views. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Especially if it's something you steal from Instagram or TikTok. But you're not supposed to monetize that because that person already monetized it there. You
yeah,
see
but
what I'm saying? You're
so
already on Instagram. It's
so
monetized there.
you
Somebody's already made the money from it. But you're
that's why I said,
doubling back,
because we're not.
and then you're trying to put somebody's ad on it, bro.
See, we're not gonna see. One thing is that we okay, hoorah, but now you're mad because nobody wants to invest in all the other shit that you're doing. Nobody, because they're looking going, okay, you got 1 million there, but you only get 1,000 views here. So why would I give you $1,000 to get 1,000 views?
Why would I pay you to put me on something that's not yours?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you're like. So when they come back and say, "Oh, that ain't yours," my ads at the end of it, that they're gonna want to contact me too. That
Yeah.
starts a whole rabbit hole of shit.
So to avoid that, you stay away from that type of business. But that's certain people. What I'm gonna say is, like you said, for you dudes that want to troll them, if y'all can't put your name, don't put the name over here.
Yeah,
Y'all,
don't use none of my people's names to be in my chat, man. We ain't with it. If you do that, you're over here. Don't be over here. I promise I don't want you.
and you're only gonna grow. Or this channel's gonna grow. It's growing. It's growing. It's gonna be.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you,
people
man.
come over here regardless.
And
And
I didn't mean to get on him. I didn't. I
yeah,
said
yeah,
it wouldn't be about him.
but sometimes we have
But
to,
that's kind of part of your story too.
you know what I'm saying? You have to clarify some things because we have the chance to clarify it that people get to sit back and go, damn, I didn't even realize that. So,
That's all facts.
you know what I'm
That's all
saying?
facts, man.
Because one thing about me is that, you know, we're gonna keep it funky all the way. Now, one thing you gotta learn from this internet thing is you got winners, you got losers. And like I said, you're winning and certain people are still losing. Because if they was winning, then they wouldn't worry about nothing else but their winning. So
See, when Willie was going at Frost, he wasn't talking about Willie. He wouldn't care what Willie said. But the moment this whole community formed on him, oh, that's every night. Every night he's saying something slick. He never expected. I'm sorry, brother. He never expected us that this to happen to him.
exactly,
Everybody to come to one spot that he's done wrong.
exactly. And that's what happens, man. That's why you gotta you guys, y'all have so much content. If you need some content, I got you. I'm here for the people. And
Hey man, I'm gonna let you get out of here. I appreciate you being in this motherfucker with me, Zeke.
yeah,
And
yeah,
anytime you want to come through, you're
I got
welcome.
you ain't gotta talk about, you know what I'm saying? I just have to,
Yeah, you're good.
because
You're
it's
good.
people
I just don't want to keep you. I got to work in the morning. I'm sure you're a working man, and I don't want to keep it too long.
I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You definitely moving fast up in the ranks. Keep doing
Thank
what
you,
you're
man.
doing. And as long as you let people, you know what I'm saying, you're allowing people to, because somebody go, yo, I didn't know that, or some people might say, damn, son, he used this platform as a gun towards me with gang members. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they thought he had a door to open up, and you know, when he said, "Oh, he got chose against me," that's what you was doing. You had me arguing with Wildcat. I was arguing with Killer Kev. You had me going at it with another nigga I know.
Yep.
Think about what he was doing
He
because
started all kinds of shit.
yo, because he's bullying me. Look at the texts, the inboxes. Yo, he's saying this, he's saying that. So when he speaks, he's talking about himself, bro.
Yep.
He's not talking about you. He's
He's subliminal, man.
He's talking about himself.
He's so subliminal, it's ridiculous.
All those niggas, where they at now? You know what I'm saying?
It's sad, bro. It's mental illness at its finest. He don't understand when he's wrong. He won't fix himself. What else can you do for him?
Man? And somebody told me this shit when I was younger. A person with addictive behavior will always have addictive behavior. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. Addictive behavior.
And you could be addicted to anything.
But I never.
Whether it's clout.
Exactly.
You could be addicted to people watching like he is YouTube. He's addicted to YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
He thinks that he's great at it. That this is his job and he's great at it.
Yeah.
The only thing that took him off was 6ix9ine, bro. Nothing else helped him. Nothing else helped him.
Let's talk about 6ix9ine. Let's talk about the content. Look at all that content, right? The only clear content he has with 6ix9ine is him interviewing Snow Billy,
and then
Banger.
Well, he should have ran with that Bloods interview, but he flopped that too.
The one at the courthouse, when he was running his mouth, he was talking about me and Crown Prince.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm outside. They not here. And boom, boom, boom. The other one was when shouting them people embarrassed them on camera. So what? So I get that y'all say that he went to the courthouse, he did this and did that, but he did nothing great. Only thing he did was he met
sit there and remember what they were saying in court.
Now think about this.
And Wolfette helped him out big time with all that paperwork and shit.
8 months later, we're speaking about this, right? You're on Clubhouse with 6ix9ine. You was his only dick rider for like a year, my nigga.
You fucked that off.
How the fuck does he does not even give you 5 minutes to link with you, but he sat down with Hassan Campbell?
Because they knew what type of person he is. Trolls Nation, he tried to link with Trolls Nation on Clubhouse because of what he did with 6ix9ine, but they didn't want him.
Because they do their due diligence going, he a clown.
Yep.
He's a clown.
Facts. Nobody's doing business with him, and he's on here talking about all the business he's going to do.
The cosigns ain't even cosigning you. Yo, what's up with your man? Ah, man, I ain't fucking with a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? You got nothing to offer, you a clown. Think about this. You're 6ix9ine's biggest media guy.
On his side.
Then Trolls Nation come out. Remember that?
Yep.
They'll still get 6ix9ine to come on your platform. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then when you come in Clubhouse, niggas is blasting off on you like you're a corny clown.
You don't even know how to take care of yourself in there. Like you're supposed to blast back.
But he can't blast back because
he lies.
Because he can't, because he lied. See, when you lie, you got to run. Oh, no, it's not me. They said this and they said that. And that's what I thought I knew. And what happens? Hassan Campbell took over 5 million views with 6ix9ine. How?
Because Hassan has that ability that Frost thinks he has. See, that's the difference. He doesn't have that ability that he says he has.
Hassan content at 6ix9ine is he's a rat. He ain't shit. Boom, boom, boom. He was shit with him
and sat down with him.
Sat down with him. So again, why would people follow somebody, a grown man who actually took time out of his life to follow 6ix9ine and did get 5 minutes to sit with the nigga for 5 minutes?
Bro, look what he had to sit down with the New York City Bloods. He could have made that money. My fucking shit make so much money for him, and he flopped it. Snow Billy flopped it.
Who did he talk about? Me and Crown Prince and all this. Oh, these niggas can't be around these niggas. What are you talking about? Instead of making content, you hear me?
Yep. He burns all his bridges, Zeke.
Because
he does, man. He burns them so bad that he can't even go back and fix them.
He can't fix him. Snow Billy, they have over 5 million views. Snow, we talking about Snow, right?
Yeah.
Snow Billy. But you burnt the bridge with him because you let niggas talk crazy about him. How
stick up for him?
It's you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You're not supposed to let everybody talk crazy about who the fuck you're interviewing. Come the fuck on, man. They start dogging your person you're interviewing. Nah, get them out.
Because before I go, that's the difference of a journalist and a fan. You were so busy being a fan, you forgot your professionalism. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
There's no
That's a bar in itself, bro.
you was a fan, my nigga. And until you stop being a fan, we don't give a fuck about all that shit. I'm failing, I'm this. You ain't nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a fucking fan.
And quit using
Because before you call AD a racist, nigga, you a fan, nigga. Stop being a fan, nigga.
dude, he changed the way he sits in his chair. Like he's got it all in the corner now, trying to get to, you watch me, bro, because I run a filter that shows me who watches me. I see you jump in and out of my room. I see this stuff, Frost, and then you lie to your people. Stop lying to your people, and then maybe we'll start believing you.
Before I go, right?
Go ahead, bro.
This defects. Nobody hating on you. How the fuck do you interview 6 niggas at YouTube studios and you're sober? You hear me? They're sober. They're not even drinking yet. You allow them to go to Queen's Flip
drunk.
You know what I'm saying?
Smash drunk.
You're in the
talk about the fight drunk.
Man, you totally forgot that you got the best footage before that nigga put this shit out.
And you flopped it.
Queen's Flip created an algorithm. As soon as you walked out the door, he laughed at you. I'm about to hit I don't care who get mad. Boom.
Fuck him.
He gave everybody an interview.
Laughed at you.
Then he interviewed Captain Bailey, some Latin King.
Hassan Campbell.
Boom. And then that shit, and then his algorithm went up. Corey King was even mad about that shit. Like, yo, what the fuck just happened? How the fuck did he blow off of some shit that we did earlier that day? Because your man Fred right there, he totally forgot about his job, nigga. You hear me?
Yep. Turned to a fan.
He could have took 10 minutes from the original clip and put that shit out there first. You hear me?
Bro, he could have made that bread off that blood shit, bro.
When he took 50,000 views, when Queen's Flip got 300,000 off that shit finally.
And then started a whole fucking business.
Movement. That's why niggas laugh with him. So who takes him serious? I think, oh, he's a clown. Like, look, like who's gonna do business with him? Like, son, he a clown, man. Nigga talk smart, but nigga know what you talking about, bro. Yo, because somebody that knows the knows, like, what happened? He interviewed them niggas sober. So what you're gonna say is, why wouldn't you put that content out? Yo, son, how like you can't even say Queen's Flip played you. That's your man. I know when Queen's Flip sat there and said, "Words, you interviewed the niggas earlier, you're putting it out." No, I didn't wait till Tuesday. He put out ASAP content, but them niggas drunk, bro.
That's it.
So he lost. That was
he had to cut some of that shit too. Queens did.
Now remember, his only link to them was because of 6ix9ine, the Corey King, the Snow Billy, all because of 6ix9ine. So how did he report successfully on the 6ix9ine case when Queen's Flip was able to transfer the content into New York Bloods?
Yep.
How? Please, somebody tell me.
He flopped it, bro.
He
flopped it. He didn't know what to do with the product he had.
Because he
didn't know how to fucking champion it. He didn't know how to fucking market it. Nah.
How are you sitting in the studio with them niggas and you're not sitting on the couch with them? Yo,
nah.
You sit right here, yo, Jack Force, I'm such and such. Yo, boom, I put them together.
I did the interview first. Shit.
Don't talk this professional and niggas know me. Nobody cares about you. Nobody. What you know what I'm saying?
He's fucked too many people over.
You're like,
can't keep screwing people over and expect people to care. You know, he dogged my son that one night, bro. And that hurt. Like, I never said nothing bad about you, my son. The fuck you don't, man.
Tell me, but you see how my
get out there and do the activism shit yourself if you don't like the way they're doing it. That's the way I feel.
Yo, you wanted my number. I ain't fucking with you. He had check him. This is what happens. You do because you're so much being a fan. You think being a fan is cool. But one thing I'm gonna tell you, man, do not let a fan take you off of your grind. They use small, weak words. They speak about themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a fanatic.
He's a fan, bro. He's a fan. There's nothing more, nothing less. He's a fan. And you know what I'm saying? Don't. I just, you know what I'm saying? He's a fan, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Know him better than anybody, bro. You actually were around this man. You know what I mean? So we already know. And Queen's Flip is a constant creator. Yeah, he's got the gig. Now let me tell you something. My engine blew in my lack, so I'm working on getting a new vehicle. But once I'm able to get to moving around, my camera's coming with me, and we're gonna have fun.
AD, I want to ask you a question, right? Queens Flip interviewed the nigga at a turkey drive, whatever the case may be, right?
I remember that in the hood, right?
And he's talking about Zeke Black. Them niggas ain't here. Da, da, da. Now, in the back of his mind, he would never thought that Queens Flip would have interviewed me because that was his whole goal. Being a victim and yo, this nigga, this is that. Queens Flip interviewed me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Queens Flip interviewed you?
Yeah, he interviewed me. Queens Flip finally
So
interviewed.
how many have you done?
I did Queens Flip. Infomind's always been here with me, but we don't talk about him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know why? He said, Zeke, I should follow you because you used to be in Queens just doing these videos talking about this hood shit, and that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm honored. Now my honor for fucking interview you has went up way more. And I thank you for trusting me.
Yeah, now you
I
good.
thank you for trusting me with this interview because I didn't want to ask you no got you questions, no shit that's gonna fucking make you look bad. Or, you know how people are, man.
Now think
And I
about
did this on the fly. I should have prepared a little better, but
what he could do though, Liberty. You can't do that because he's part of YouTube. So you can send that to YouTube because you know what? You don't say nothing about. See, he crosses the line, right?
talking
Say,
about Liberty's wife and shit.
yeah, you
I
say
had to protect her.
all
He
in
ain't
all,
protecting
scary
nothing.
nigga. You scared to come outside. You would hate to see Liberty Hazelton sitting outside your house. You're gonna run like a little girl. The difference.
Boy, Liberty will work him over, boy.
So now what you do is you sit in your house like a prisoner, and then you sneak out like a roach. But what's gonna happen is the
You're
world
gonna get caught.
it's gonna go nowhere. What
The
I'm gonna say
world is so small,
is
it's pitiful.
do what you got to do, bro. Just do what you have to do because that's your wife, and you know your wife don't need to hear nobody talking crazy. Like good
Fuck
example.
no, she's not
Like,
even on here.
he's still scared, thinking he'll see me down the block, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You hear
I
me?
know. Shook.
Shook. If he thought he see me, he'd cross the street fast. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's sad. That dude didn't even take the Uber to Corey because he thought she was lining you up.
He's on the line them up.
Get out of
And
here,
I'm gonna stick
man.
to us.
Man, Liberty, Zeke knows better than to hurt you, Frost. That would do nothing but ruin Zeke's life, and he don't need to do that, man. So you don't need to be worried running around here acting like you're scared of Zeke, and that's your narrative.
About you, you know what you do? When he says something about you, all you have to do is don't even call him by cracky no more. Call him the fan. You hear me?
He's the fan.
You're the only nigga I know that's a fan. And you have
That's a fan.
in a fan. That's it. You're a fan. Nothing you're saying is facts. Do you want me to remind you that when you got beat up, this content of that? Show that. Let's talk about tough guy. You're gonna do what the who. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how soft you are. They didn't even take your cell phone, bro. They threw your phone on you. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Come on, bro. Because you
soft,
probably
man.
walk in acting tough all day. All right, yo, son, fuck him up, son. Them niggas got you.
At this point in time, just give him it.
That's
Give
it,
it to
bro.
him.
So now he think I'm gonna argue with a bunch of niggas from long distance because he's safe from that. Nigga, you a fan. That's what I heard about.
Yeah, don't fucking argue with that dude, man. It's a waste.
Fan shit. He won't call you a racist, you call him a fan. The difference between you and him is I'll be all the racist you want me to be, but you a dick rider. You actually is a fan of the niggas you around. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not that. Call me what you want to call
Damn,
me.
they're putting out fucking his shit.
Huh?
He said apartment B.
Yeah. Hit him with the fan shit. That's how I hit him with. Oh,
These
man.
motherfuckers said, hey, he lives right here, apartment B.
You know what I'm saying?
Liberty hit him with the motherfucking sandwich order to the door. Liberty got something personal with him. James S., they got personal beef.
Yeah,
See, you're out here making personal problems, Frost, and you don't think it should be that way. You don't get to choose how people fire back.
Yeah.
Exactly. People like to throw their rock and hide their hands and say, no, you can't fight back that way.
And you're a fan. So think about what I just told you. When he call you a racist, you go, yeah, I get it, but you're a dick rider. You're fascinated with other men. You think other men are gonna protect you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's gonna hurt you. No, yeah. When he say all that stuff that he be saying about that alternative lifestyle stuff, he's talking about himself, bro. You hear me?
It's unreal.
He talks about himself. That shit he said about Black Cuddy. He's talking about himself.
Yep.
That's what when he talks, he's talking about himself, bro. You hear me?
You're right.
What? Yo, you seen? Yo, somebody said, yo, they showed me a video. He was licking his lips standing around Corey King and them, bro. You hear me? You know
Fuck.
how a girl act like, yo, he was really like a girl amongst them, bro. You hear me?
Yeah, he wasn't a man amongst men there. That's for sure.
Yo,
He was definitely down the totem pole far. You could tell at that part, at that little get together they had in the hood
yo, you seen him?
where they had the food and everything for everybody. Bro, he was out of place, bigger than shit. He was
It-
out of place when he went to K Goddess and shit. He's out of place everywhere.
that's why they don't want him around. You see what he said about her? Oh, now get this nigga away from me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He said they keep asking me to come because that's a mass email and they don't know they're sending you that email. They don't know it's you, Frost, because they're sending it to everybody that's just going to come take pictures. But you don't even have a camera, bro.
Yeah, that's
You working off a fucking Samsung.
that.
Get you a
Yo,
DSLR, man. Get you a real camera,
yo,
bro.
and most of that shit be scams. You send me that, you gotta send me $1,000, and you get it.
Yeah.
You know that and not know that, man.
This
Nigga, they
motherfucker said Jason Lee gonna have him a job. Man, you get that shit in your inbox all the time. They want you to pay them to market them.
yeah, that's all that is.
You trying to tell everybody shit.
Let me tell you something. Jason Lee wanted to talk to him. Jason Lee would hit
We're
his lip
calling.
with a phone number. Like my nigga, we not. That's what I'm saying. It's,
Nobody that hits you in the inbox that really wants to work with you ain't ready to give them the phone number.
nobody cares about the views because this is real, and this is why we speak on this. That's why I told you when he start talking crazy, you'll just make the fan. Here go another lie. So you're telling
It
me,
hurts me so bad that he's telling all these people why he's doing so much better than me is because the content of the he stole.
nah,
He
but
stole that shit, bro.
but what content you talking about? Which one?
Like all the shorts, he's getting thousands and 2,000 views off of. He's like, well,
Oh,
your people can't make you do this. And I'm like,
oh,
no, they
oh,
can't because I'm giving them real content. You're
nah,
not,
you're
I'm not
okay.
doing
I ask
shorts for
you
the
a
whole
question.
world to see.
Question is how you go from 1 million to now you barely getting 1,000 views on your actual shows. So it didn't have a real effect. Okay, you may have gained a couple of more followers because of the shorts, but they see your content and they don't come back, bro. You hear me?
Nope.
So
Or
it's
they see their content and they just haven't seen mine.
no. As he said, you're okay. It's gonna grow. You just you know what it is? Is that it's growing day by day. Right now, you got people watching and they're listening. Keep
Yeah.
interviewing people. Keep an
Hey,
energy.
if you know anyone, send them my way, man. I'm gonna talk to anybody, bro. Because
Yeah,
everybody has a story.
talk about some shit, and that's the key to this. Just keep going. Like. Think about this. When Crown Prince was going at it with him, Crown Prince had 1,000 subs. This nigga had 40,000. Man, you hear me?
Then he's coke chilling.
He went past him, surpassed him. No matter how much he said about him and what he said about the nigga, he just clowned him and keep going.
Yep,
Because
yep.
he has no content. He's just rejuvenating whatever academics say. That's why you good, bro. You are good.
And
Just
he's saying the same things from the night before. Like he'll have like the same thing the next morning. Why are you going at night and then right back in the next morning? What content have you noticed that's new?
yeah, that's all it
Like
is.
you just was got off at midnight. Now you're live again at 8 in the morning. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's
We
short.
know why you're getting on here.
Don't let none of that get you because you have. I'm gonna tell you something. You have what he wants in that chat.
I do.
So the best thing he can say is, "Oh, I'm doing better than him," but we don't see better. Let me tell you something about seeing better. Seeing better is not you sitting down crying about a politician you never spoke to before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Us seeing you do better is that at the end of no donations, I'm out of here.
Yep.
Nah,
Yep.
you don't get it. Okay, you get $30. That's a lot of money to you. That's not doing better, bro. Okay, you give me $50 for the day. And now, you know what I'm saying? That's cracking. You're a grown man. So you're a grown man and you're satisfied with $50 because you think you weasel niggas out of $50 on the show. You know what I mean?
And he comes back higher and shit on the show. Like you go spend your money on weed or something, whatever you do, and you come back and show these people how
So
high you are,
that's
but you're broke as fuck.
yo, he's the fan. Just keep doing. He watching what you doing.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the brand, you got better equipment, you got boom, boom, boom. Yeah, because you're not
Yeah.
out.
He's like, I had equipment. No, your streams always sucked.
And that's why you gotta keep winning, bro. Just
I'm
keep
going to.
winning.
I'm gonna keep going on his head, man. I stopped for a while on this guy, and somebody hit me with a cash app, and they said,
Talk
"Keep
about you.
going."
He has to talk about you because
It's his only
they
way to keep something
don't
going.
know. So now as you recollecting, there's so much you can clown him on. You could go back to his old content. Like, look at this grown ass man being a fan. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Here
Yep.
go the ball he drops.
All
How
right,
come?
Zeke. I'm not gonna keep you, man. We're gonna end this.
Yes.
I appreciate you, brother. Like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
My
we here.
chat appreciates you. They love you like no other. That's all I've seen is salute Zeke, salute Zeke, salute Zeke. Fucking love Zeke, love Zeke, love Zeke. You can go
Good.
back and see that.
All that shit about me about, they're saying that. That's how you beat him. You're beating
Yeah.
him. He's
They were
watching.
loving you before they did left Jack too though. Let's make that they liked you when they before they left Jack. See,
Yeah.
like he thinks people don't like somebody because he does.
He's
He
a fan.
doesn't. That doesn't always mean that, you know. Just because you don't mean I have to.
See, he's a fan that likes chaos. So what you got to do is just keep moving forward. And like I told
Yeah.
you, have an idea, take a chance at different content.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And just go for it. Like you know what I'm saying. You can clown him, but in the mix, talk about Chicago. You know what I'm saying? you know
Yep. Yep.
what I'm saying?
I'm
And
gonna get with you, man. Maybe we can put something together
there's a,
and do something crazy, you know? Have a
that he,
little fun.
there's a lot of people he in your chat that are wounded soldiers. So
Yeah. And
they
they're good fucking people, bro.
So you got to put him somewhere in the title, not in the title, but he has to be a part of the play. But you go, yo, I'm doing a show about the Chicago shooting.
Thank you,
Also,
Jardre.
we're gonna talk about the fan because a lot of them they're just expressing their feelings until they let it out, bro. So we have to allow them to speak. You know what I'm saying? The
Oh,
victim,
I'd love to.
bro. You just can't go, well, you know what I'm saying? So your content still got to contain because they're gonna listen. Like Jason Elliott, he played that clown ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, he did. He
All that
did.
donate to that nigga. What? Get out of here.
Bro, what he's done to the people like Garrett Crawford, Jason Elliott, Sebastian, dude, these dudes were riding with him and they didn't do anything, bro. They did nothing to this man. Like he told Garrett Crawford that we hated him over here, and we were telling Garrett Crawford we didn't long before Garrett Crawford was even kicked. And then what did he do? Kicks Garrett Crawford.
That's
Like we hate him, but you kick him
you kicked him. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. That's what I
for
mean.
no fucking reason. And he tried to stop it and pull it back, and Garrett said, "Nah, you just fucking paranoid. I don't even care to be around now."
So
You
so
know, if
that's
you're ready to tick that quick, you I don't want to be around you, man.
so that's why you
You're
have to
unpredictable.
you have to put him on the title, but people just know where you have that time of the show where you clown him because there's a
Yep.
lot of people that still hurt from donating and how he treated them on the way out, talking shit about niggas and these corny conspiracy theories that he come up with. So
Oh man, he
that
knows that he's got the fucking soldier boy syndrome.
he ain't got no fucking character, my nigga.
He done
But
everything first.
what man has his daughter watch his show and he be doing the way he be doing with his knowing that his daughter's watching him put knives to his throat, talk about niggas is bullying him. What father does that? Fuck everything else, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's my biggest thing is get it. First, he needs
Your
to get a job
child
so
is
he
watching
can
that
get his life
shit.
straight, and then start taking care of his daughter. Start
But
talking
you're
to her, build that relationship back because it's
trying to
broken.
tell me that you're real to everything else, but you be on this show talking about how some niggas you don't know, they bullying on me, they want me dead.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but you won't take care of your own kid.
So
Your
that
kid's
part,
hearing this.
when it comes to that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just see what we see with them. But the weakest part is when you
She
sell to
sees
your
him doing
daughter,
it,
when you see a weak man.
but
See,
and
he's
yeah,
the
she's
prime
seeing a
example
weak
of why
father.
these young dumb niggas lose their mind out here. A father like him, you know what I mean? Begging
Dude,
on
my kids would
what
freak out if they see me act like that. They'd be like, "What's wrong, Dad? What's wrong?"
the fuck
You
is
know?
wrong with you? You're on live camera. You done had them
Yeah.
call your show, so you know her friends is watching you, and they watching you. Look at your father. He said niggas is bullying them. He's saying the people want him dead.
It's
Imagine,
crazy,
imagine what
man.
she have to go through. Where she from? You know what I'm saying? Yo, your father's retarded. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, he's just doing it for
I
money.
hope that someday that does work out for him because every child deserves
A good father. That's
just
my
at
thing.
least to know their father.
But he
And
doesn't care about nothing but himself. Addictive
he
behavior.
cares about this YouTube because it's the money he tries to make off of it. And that's not getting him nowhere anymore.
Yeah, it's not. The run is over. Even
The
acting.
run's been over, brother.
Let me tell you something. Why would these great people hit him up to do something when you got the academics, Hassan Campbell's? you got,
Dude, he's telling everybody lie. He's just lying to everybody, bro, and they're believing it.
yeah,
It's just
nobody
some of
cares.
them are new. If you not noticed, there's some that are new. We ain't never seen them
Yeah,
before,
you have to
you
sell that.
know, and they'll learn. I was told I would learn, and I learned.
So it's not hate. It's just it is what it is. I
Yep.
appreciate for coming through tonight. Just keep that in mind, man.
Yep. Zeke
Man,
said, Liberty said, hit him up on IG when you're done, brother.
I got
And
you.
when we not kill this, I'm gonna shoot you that. Let's see what we made here.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't looking for it, but you
Hey, bro. Hey, it's only love, brother. It's all love over here.
know what I'm saying?
Like
And
when I stop through and I drop a couple dollars on your head and your chats
yeah,
and shit, I dip out. You know, just love.
we remember we're doing this for the coaching, man.
That's all it's about.
You know what I'm saying? Don't,
We
don't
make
let
52, Zeke. I'll shoot you 22 over, brother.
I got you.
I'll just keep a little 20. You can have the 22.
All right, all right,
It's for your time, man. And
all right.
if anything, it's that.
So I appreciate your party people. Z Black's
Hey,
here.
y'all. That was motherfucking Zeke
You
Black. Y'all go over and hit the subscribe button on my man. Make sure you
know what I'm
get him
saying?
up
Shout
there.
was in the building, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying? So tomorrow, you know, you're gonna flame them, but have another title. But you know, you have that segment in your show where you let the people that's trying to
Tomorrow
heal.
ain't gonna be about the show. We're gonna give away a fire stick.
Exactly. There it is. There it is.
Yep.
Boom. There it
We
is.
might give away more than that too. So fuck it. You
Got
know.
you. So tomorrow we be here, AD in the building, see Black in the building. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says salute to James as you know the people were here, man.
They
Black out.
all know who they are. We can't even run it down. There's so many.
Exactly. So you
Hey,
do your
I'm
thing.
gonna end it, Zeke. I love y'all, man.
I love you, man.
Facts, brother. I love y'all. Keep it up. Thanks for pulling up, guys.